Good morning. So we're waiting for the sun to rise here. On a beautiful morning. And looking for nourishment for our hearts. And so we contemplate the works of God. And we're aware of the wonderful psalm today. Heaven and earth are full of your glory. All the way from here up to Mount Hermon. There you can see it emerging over that hill, Mount Hermon. That little bit of grey there in the background. And then all the way down to here, to the Sea of Galilee, and all the way on to Jerusalem, and all the way down to the Dead Sea, and the Red Sea, and through Africa, and up here to the northern hemisphere where we're in the 2 longest daylight months and there's the sun. There it is. We beat it today. It's catching up with us. There we have those wind turbines. Not sure how they're faring out with such a calm morning. And Paul has been through the trial of Philippi, and now he's in Athens with all the intellectuals of Athens, and he's very receptive, very perceptive, and celebrates their statue to the unknown God. And he praises their brilliance for having recognized that potential, that possibility. The unknown God. The human being before the mystery of creation, the mystery of God, pondering. And he starts sharing with them God's revelation. And each one processes that as they know best, or they want, or they're ready. And some start scoffing, sneering, laughing, ridiculing. But others start absorbing. And grace touches their hearts. And they become believers. New sprouts coming forth. And now the church starts in Athens. Even one of the court of the Areopagus, Dionysius and Damaris, hearts do open. Hearts open. Grace works. Maybe some hearts don't. Each one is free. God doesn't force anyone. Each one has their path, their experience, their reactions to the gift of grace. And who am I to judge the gift of grace another has received? A great mystery in the sanctuary between God and the individual. There's a space for everyone. Each one receiving light, a gift, and responding. And we're getting ready to celebrate the Ascension. The traditional date is on the Thursday, tomorrow. And that will be celebrated here so, and some other countries. And some countries have moved the celebration to Sunday for practical reasons, for the possibility of greater participation by the people. And so we have Jesus in the Gospel today also telling us about his departure and the coming of the Holy Spirit. I will not leave you orphans. I will come to you. In a little while the world will no longer see me, but you will see me, because I live and you will live. On that day you will realize that I am in the Father, and you are in me, and I in you. Beautiful words of farewell, of incredible depth, mystical reality. You are in me, and I am in you. Many times we chase around the world for satisfactions and consolations, and we have this extraordinary treasure. The kingdom is within you. This friendship, this company, the living in the presence of such eternal divine love. Temples of God. The Father will send you the advocate to be with you always. Sometimes people feel lonely, feel abandoned, feel rejected. But there's this promise, these beautiful lines of John's Gospel, the conversation at the Last Supper. The Spirit of truth will come and guide you to all truth. So maybe that's a good desire for us, a good prayer for us today, to pray for that gift of the Holy Spirit to shine into our lives, to take time and space like that couple did. We were watching there some moments ago, and these people here, each one giving space for that inner conversation, that discovery. That so much has been given to us. Jesus tells us, I have much more to tell you now, but you could not bear it. So, when the Spirit comes, He will guide you to the fullness of truth. He will not speak on His own. Everything that the Father has is mine. And for this reason I told you that the Holy Spirit will take from what is mine and declare it to you. I'm not leaving you, I'm not abandoning you. I will be present to you in another way. You are not alone. You are not orphaned. And there are many people who live alone. There was a volunteer just left here. She was with it for 10 years. To discover that company of God. And really all human relationships are a schooling in that knowledge of God, in that ability to relate to the other. And that very basic word, daddy, mom, the little child, the little baby is opening up to communication to the other. And that's one of the most beautiful words we have for God, our Father. Jesus prayed in Gethsemane, Daddy. That whole human communication, a training, a discovery of the other, a discovery of God's presence in my life. leave it like that for today, people. May the good Lord bless you as you prepare for the Ascension celebration and for Pentecost. Thank you, people, for all these beautiful prayers you are saying and wishes you have. And see you later, alligators. Wonderful fresh spring water rushing into the Sea of Galilee.